hello people of the internet who I've not spoken to in so long. I just wanted to come on here and make a video, kind of addressing a few things, talking about a few things, you know, just like getting my voice out there for some people who might need it. So yeah, I'm just gonna jump right into it. So I haven't made a video, and I held that against myself for a while, that I'm not very active on YouTube anymore like I used to be and like I would like to be. But in all fairness, I was going through a lot, like in the span of the last 2 years. So I think that now I'm in a spot where I'm ready, to come on here and talk about things and just be present. So I guess I will just jump right into it. So on the 14th of January, I will be 1 year sober from alcohol. So a lot has gone on since I've last made a video. Breakups, friend group breakups, all that fun stuff. A lot of it which I didn't properly cope with, and I ended up spiraling for about 1.5 years straight. Alcohol, pot, just negative coping mechanisms. I turned to food. I gained almost 60 pounds, which thankfully I have been able to lose. I'm really just trying to work towards a better me and realize that everything serves its purpose. Every person that comes into your life has a purpose. Whether or not you see it in the moment, afterwards you do begin to realize that as much as it sucks to lose friends and relationships, you get to a point in which you become comfortable on your own, and you realize that certain things are just better off not in your life. Certain people, just all that. So that was fun. 2021, I would like to say January or so, I had a really bad flare-up of my OCD. And for those of you who don't know, OCD is not just about being clean. That is a very common misconception. A lot of people, you would be very surprised to know that anytime someone hears that I have OCD, they just go straight to, well, you must be really clean. And while there may be categories of OCD that deal with germs and an excessive need or an obsessive need to be cleanly and free from germs and free from illness, there's a lot of different categories, and that is not the only one. So for myself, and this is something that I really wanted to come on here and talk about, even if it's just for a brief few minutes. I know it's going to be a long video, so bear with me. Don't know if anyone has ever heard the term somatic OCD, but basically somatic OCD is a subcategory of OCD that focuses upon your bodily movements and functions. And what I mean by that is there comes a point in which you become obsessive and hypervigilant of your body sensations. So that can be your breathing, that can be your blinking, that can be your swallowing, anything that our body does on a regular basis that we are never really aware of because we are constantly doing it. Only for me, this became something that I became so fixated on, and it brought me such immense anxiety. Now, for me, I had something that not many people speak about or know about, and it became an obsession surrounding my tongue. So I don't want to get into too much detail, only because it is something that obviously I'm still dealing with, I'm still trying to recover from, because it was very debilitating for me. As you're speaking all the time, you're doing all these things all the time, so when you become aware of it, it becomes very difficult. So for me, basically, it was my tongue and its movement and its placement at all times. Now, most people can get a thought, an intrusive thought, and let it be. Let it slide, it is what it is. It's just a thought. Now, for someone who has obsessive compulsive disorder, this is much more difficult, and we tend to latch onto our thoughts. So a good way to put it is our thoughts become sticky and we can't get them unstuck. So said obsession with my tongue, and I also had swallowing as well, which I also still deal with, but that's besides the point. Said obsessions are debilitating, and they're not spoken about enough. So I just kind of wanted to get on here and like talk about the fact that I've dealt with it, and kind of like, you know, if someone else is dealing with OCD as a whole, anxiety as a whole, my certain specific obsessions as well, I just want to let you know that you're not alone in what you're going through. And I really wish I had somebody at the point in which it really spiked that would have told me that as well. Like I said, it's not fully known, and it's frustrating due to that. I've had medical professionals be very, you know, mean about it, make jokes about it. And believe it or not, it's something that I contemplated taking my life over, because while it might seem silly on the outside, when you are someone on an inside perspective going through it, where your brain is constantly worrying about worst case scenario with your tongue or your swallowing, and I don't want to get into detail because it is a very triggering subject for myself, but like for someone else who might be dealing with it, it's really hard. And I really wish, like I said, that I had someone at the very beginning of it that understood, but I never did. So basically, I'm just coming on here in order to hopefully shed some awareness on it, on a lesser known subcategory, as well as also just let you know that if you are dealing with that and it's something that you're going through, you're not alone in that at all. And you don't have to keep quiet about it. You don't have to take, you know, people not taking you serious. Like I've had so many doctors, and I mean therapists, who just like, they diminish it, and it's not fair because it's something that is really hard to deal with. And I just want to let you know that, you know, if anyone is dealing with that and you feel you have nobody, you can always comment on my videos. You can always email me, you can always message me, Instagram me, whatever it is that you feel most comfortable doing, because I want to, you know, I want to speak to people who are dealing with the same thing, and I want to be able to just have that platform and use it. And I know that I'm a little wonky when it comes to social media, and I don't want to be like that anymore. I really do want to use my platform for good. I've never used it for negativity, but I'm saying, like, I just want to, you know, continue to put good out there and just let people know that they're not alone. And yeah, so basically, that's kind of all I really wanted to come on here and say. I hope everyone's having a good holiday if you celebrate, and I hope everyone's just having a good time riding it out. Life is tough. It gets really hard, and you know, it sucks when you feel alone. It sucks when you don't really have anyone that you can speak to about certain things. So I just wanted to come on here and let you guys know that you're not alone. As simple and cliche and easier said than done that might be, you aren't. No matter how difficult things get, no matter how like hard life feels and how down you may feel, it doesn't last. There's going to be really intense periods where you're really low, but those will end, and you will see that light again. You will feel a little better. There will feel like a weight was lifted, even if it's just a little bit. And it's so crucial that you hold on to the good, no matter how big or small that might be. Just keep pushing, keep holding it on, you know, just keep going. But yeah. Also, I got a tattoo I want to show. Sunflowers. This is my favorite flower. It wasn't a scar cover-up, even though people seem to think it was. I'm not ashamed of my scars, and I don't know why people think I am. But that's so besides the point. I hope everyone's doing great. I'm so sorry for the really long video, and I hope everyone has an amazing day, week, month, year. And if you need anything, please let me know. Have a good one.